Tigrayan rebels in northern Ethiopia say they're ready for a ceasefire. They've been fighting federal government forces for nearly 2 years.
It's been taking this long because the Ethiopian government were blocking all the avenues towards these talks. We were asking for unfettered humanitarian access. The international community were asking for the same, but the Ethiopian government were coming with different and difficult preconditions to resume the services in Tigray, actually.
The ceasefire between the two sides in March didn't last. Fighting resumed last month. Hospital officials in Tigray's regional capital, Mekelle, say 4 civilians were killed in this airstrike. Both sides blamed the other for restarting the fighting. The government denies targeting civilians.
This time, the government will accept the negotiation, the dialogue, where if this TPLF hostility will end forever. When they agreed to avoid 2 armies in one country and they agreed to disarm.
The Tigrayan People's Liberation Front, or TPLF, dominated Ethiopia's politics and military for nearly 30 years. The government has said the Tigrayan forces must disarm. Tigrayan forces say internet, electricity and pre-war borders of the region must be restored.
Fighting is ongoing on various fronts, but what we have seen is a flurry of diplomatic activity. The US envoy has facilitated direct talks between the Tigray authorities and the federal authorities. And we've seen a sort of renewed commitment to peace from Tigray. But what isn't clear that any of the substantive positions from either side have altered here.
Both sides have been accused of committing atrocities. The UN says about 5 million people need humanitarian assistance, but access has been limited. It's not clear if the end of this conflict is in sight. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera.